The reporter. The photographer?
Scarlet.
You met her leaving Saudi, then in Taipei. But after that, we lost track of her.
Sounds like that's your problem.
I always wondered how you two happened to meet. Coincidence?
I don't know.
Hello, everyone. This is Bob and Threadbare, and it looks like we've got some options here. I'm going to start with Moscow right now. But here's something interesting. There is no penalty for jumping between one safe house and another. I mean, you think there would be, considering how time-sensitive all of your missions are, but...
You wouldn't believe the day I've had.
I think I've got you beat.
You ever been a pushy woman in the heart of Arabia?
Once. Lost a bet.
Cute.
Yeah.
You could keep that up the entire flight, I bet.
Did you already have plans?
I was going to invite you to slow down.
You're right. It's a long flight. Plenty of time to get your name and hotel room.
Wow, you just come right out and say those kinds of things, huh?
When I'm not putting my foot in my mouth. By the way, I'm Mike.
So, Mike, when you're not getting shot down, what do you do with yourself that would bring you out to this part of the world?
Nah.
I'm in claims and acquisitions for Halbeck, apparently. Still getting a feel for the job.
Oh.
That was my reaction. Or was that an O, as in I've never heard of Halbeck?
Oh, as in the sense of yes, I've heard of Halbeck, military and construction contractor. That name comes up a lot in this region.
That's right. So if you're familiar with the area, that would make you a... Those your legs?
Other page.
Your fault for folding it.
Cover story by Scarlet Lake.
I heard she's on this flight.
Photojournalism, isn't that a bit dangerous, Scarlet?
If there's no risk, it's not important.
You may be onto something.
Here, call me. I have a lot of contacts in the area. Maybe we can work out a trade. If you should hear anything, of course.
What if I want to call, just to be endearing?
You should call someone else.
Wow, you're tough.
It seems to be endearing, unfortunately.
Yeah, but strip off that tough exterior.
Mike, your persistence is bordering on dense.
Maybe, but is it working?
You're... I have work to catch up on.
Yeah, and I should,
Good night, Mike.
Welcome to Moscow, Mike. How do you like your new apartment?
Limited access, secure building, high-speed internet. This'll work just fine.
Anything else?
Like...
Like the view?
Oh yeah, could be a sniper risk. I might have to put up heavy curtains.
Always the professional, Mike. All right, down to business then. Do you have a plan of attack for Moscow?
I've got a few leads from Saudi to follow up on. Let's see where those take me.
Sounds like a solid plan. What will you follow up on first?
Not sure yet. The missile launchers were moved through Leningradsky Station. There might be intel there. I've also got a CIA informant codenamed Grigori and a mob underboss called Lazo.
Finding those missiles is important, although more information would be helpful. But from his file, Grigori looks like the type who would sell information about you to interested parties. Lazo might be able to provide some leads too.
Getting the lay of the land would be helpful. I'd rather not walk into an ambush if I can help it.
Smart plan. Call me when you have anything.
Alright, so here's my plan of attack. There are 5 missions in each area. I'll be doing the first 2 before I do any of the others, jumping from one region to the next. I started in Moscow because there's a few interesting contacts here we'll want to make. Oh, and there's something else you should see while we're here in the safe house. Aside from these emails, I mean. Alright, looks like Shahid is going to be completely useless for now. So we're not going to be able to rely on him for anything. And Mina's sent another message. As usual, I think I'll be going with the professional response. You're described as casual. But I'd like you guys to have a look at the other two. The other playthrough actually won't even be getting this letter because Mina hates us so much. Of course, we're already at friendship, so that didn't... Oh my, where did everything go? Yes, since we've left Alpha Protocol, Darcy's contacts will no longer sell us things. So we're going to have to make contacts of our own if we're going to have anything to buy at all. Here's our reward for killing the sub-boss there. Shahid's lieutenant. Gold-plated assault rifle. It's, highly inaccurate. I don't like it at all. But you get 40,000 for selling it. And I like that quite a bit. Alright, moving on. Let's contact Grigori first. I'm gonna have some additional intel. Should probably get that. Oh, only one thing to get. And that's dossier info on Grigori himself. Let's have a look at that. Oh, it looks like he's semi-retired from mob dealings. I wonder why. Let's meet him and find out.
Grigori, I'm Agent Michael Thornton. I was hoping we could speak privately. Just two men having a drink, sharing secrets, but not in that way.
Why are you wasting my time?
Drinking alone is time well spent then. I'll toast to that. A cough like that, this bar may not be the best place to hang out. Secondhand smoking.
I quit 3 times this month. Second-hand smoke is my way of getting by, Agent.
I'm Mike Thornton. You already know the agent part.
And the mic part.
It is written all over you like a billboard. I am Grigori, but you knew that, or you would not have come here.
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt your coughing, or your drinking, but I wanted to know who Halbeck's friends are here in Moscow.
What specifically do you wish to know? If they have friends at all? Now, that is a question in itself.
I want to know who Halbeck's working with.
That is a difficult question, but I know someone who would know the answer. There is a man, Sergei Surkov. He runs several businesses in Moscow. He may know who Halbeck is dealing with.
Sergei Surkov. Running a check on the name now. We're getting a lot of hits. He shouldn't be hard to find. Although, judging from his contact list, figuring out where his next appointment is could take some time.
Alright, I think I can wait a little longer. And there's a few other leads I'd like to track down.
You were planning to investigate Leningradsky station, yes? Maybe you can do me a favor.
A favor?
Your American missiles are not the only cargo that comes through the station. If you go, maybe you could divert these shipments, accidentally, of course.
What, you mean change the shipping labels? And me without my label maker.
It is more simple than that. The box destination is stenciled on the side, but it is a code. Change it with a marker, and the boxes will end up somewhere else. To a friend of ours, Lazos will be happy to reimburse us. Maybe do a little business with you.
I'll think about it.
Do that. And if you need a place to buy weapons, armor, devices, I can help you there too. I may not know Holbeck, but I know many others who are not friends of theirs.
I'd appreciate that. What's the price tag for the reference?
Directing a customer to a shopkeeper friend, no price tag, just business.
All right. Thanks, Grigori. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you not being an asshole when talking to me, Michael. Other agents, too stiff. Others, too much cowboy. You come to me as a human being. Should be rewarded, no?
Well, that was pretty simple. And you'll note that if I had acted as professional or aggressive, then he would have charged me money. Anyway, let's see what those new contacts of his dug up for me. Just some more emails first. And Mina Tang's response to the earlier response. And something from Grigori. Should have more stuff in the clearinghouse now. Indeed. Grigori gives access to a lot of stuff. A lot of various Tier 1 and Tier 2 equipment. It's not a comprehensive list, by all means. But it is a significant improvement over where we started. And you'll see here we've got access to all of the Tier 2 armors, tactical, as well as the Tier 3 utility armor. Now, that's a lot of pockets. Of course, utility armor isn't the type that this Michael Thornton is interested in. Anyway, looks like we've got ourselves some flashbangs here too. That's new. But we'll be going after Lazo's yacht now. So let's buy these bonus objectives and some advice. Wonder what that's going to be. Grigori's mission was so short, I think we'll do that right now. Let's see. He suggests you disrupt the entertainment center to pull the guards out of their patrols. Wow, how useful. If there wasn't a perk for getting a lot of intelligence for missions, I probably wouldn't have bought it. How does that one guy on the right not see this? Well, whatever. If it works and they're stupid...
I'm here. Now to find Lazo.
Got a lot of contacts here. You can see, including that last guy, there's 1, 2, 3, 8. 8 folks up on the deck of this ship. Fortunately, they're also fairly spread out that I don't need to do anything special. I can afford to conserve my ammunition. takes care of the outside of this deck. I think I'll go upstairs next. Disco floor. Luckily, all of these colored lights don't mean a thing. Three more. See that? Yeah, remember that one. It's not going to be red the next time you see it. Must have been one hell of a painting. Now these two are a little troublesome, because they can hear when the other one goes down. Fortunately, if you do it fast enough, looks like that's it for this floor. I'll double check to see if there's anything that... Oh, good. Someone dropped their money roll. It's only $100, but it's worth going back for.
Lazo, you're so crazy.
5 contacts. One's in the back here, in the head, as it's called on ships. And that, yeah, this here is how you can disrupt the entertainment center. So that means that somebody should be coming running. Or maybe just ambling slowly. Well, it works for me. Four contacts remaining. Doesn't look like anyone else is going to come. One of the contacts is this stripper here. But this guy...
I'm the big red master. You wait.
You should remember to deal with him first. 3 contacts remaining. Now that computer there is that bonus objective we bought. Wouldn't even be here if I hadn't. Two contacts remaining. One of them must be Lazo. Looks like he's had quite a party here. What the? What? I needed her out of the way. Probably saved her life. Alright, 1 contact remaining now. Which way you gonna look, buddy? Ah, you picked the wrong way. Too bad. Now, if you're wondering where those guys came from since we cleared the last 2 decks, they are on the bridge. Let's see if we can get onto it now. But would it be a bridge if it was a yacht? Surrounded by Sam Fisher wannabes. And her.
Lazo has been terminated. Move out.
I didn't kill him. I resent that implication.
What the hell's going on here?
Damn it. I didn't get anybody. Well, test, see how these flashbangs work. Oh, pretty well. You're not actually in cover. So I guess I'll take a shot at you. What the hell? Why did the alarm go off? How does that make any sense? Time to show off chain shot. You can see it slows down time, giving me the opportunity to line up several shots in a row, be they critical or otherwise.
What, nothing to say? I want to know what you're doing here. Who sent you? Make another move and I'll have to fire.
Huh.
Mike, are you still there?
I'm here.
Someone was jamming the frequency. Are you all right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Despite the rather interesting ending, I think that went fairly well. Well, 17 knocked out by hand, 1 electrocuted. $38,000 in medical bills. Sounds about right.
What's up with the connection? Looks like something's interfering with the transmission. Or... Great. You guys again. And I take it you're the leader? I ran into a little friend of yours tonight, hanging out with your G22 buddies. She's quite the little firecracker, although she doesn't talk much. Well, except with those pistols of hers.
That would be my bodyguard, sis. And I know you spared her life. That's why I'm calling.
I didn't want to fight her. I was only there for Lazo. But she didn't give me much choice.
It was under my orders, Mike. But I didn't realize you would be there. Else, I would have instructed sis to behave differently.
So should I ask what G22 is doing in Moscow? You guys sure seem to get around.
It's a rather long answer, Mike. One I'd like to discuss more, if you'd be up for it.
Is your bodyguard invited? If so, I'll need body armor.
I'm afraid it's required she be present. We're not supposed to be apart. It's how G22 operates in the field. But like you, I tend to bend the rules for the sake of the greater good. I'll leave the choice up to you, but I can't wait long. If you want to discuss your future, then meet me at the following coordinates. It isn't far. And come alone.
Alright. But I better not be walking into an ambush. And tell Sis to keep her distance.
I will do so. I will not wait long, Mike. So if you want to speak to me, you'll have to do it soon.
Alright, new level. 11 AP, so... Stealth, of course. And... Yeah, hacking bonus sounds nice. And I got a 5% discount for saving Sis's life. Nice. Although I think it's pretty much guaranteed, because I don't think he gives you access to their stuff otherwise. Oh, and there's one other thing. We picked up a memento from Shahid's lieutenant.
I probably didn't need to take his glass eye as a trophy, but yours are so passé.
See you next time.